We're 16 weeks into this NFL season, and I have absolutely no clue who's good at football. My Super Bowl prediction at the beginning of the year was the Bengals and the Eagles. My MVP was Joseph Burrow. What is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, if you love football, make sure you hit that red subscribe button down below. We have our NFL Week 16 power rankings. We're going to talk about our play of the week, our player of the week, and my top 10 teams going into Week 16 of football. And I still don't know who's good at this point. With our play of the week, we have the best rookie running back in the NFL, Travion Henderson, cutting it upfield for a 60-yard tud to the house. How you doing? And I want to give more love on this play than just Travion Henderson, because I want y'all to name any other quarterback in the NFL that is going to run 60 yards downfield with you and get the spring block to propel you into the end zone for the touchdown. Y'all look at Drake May right here running downfield to get the prime block to get the touchdown into the end zone. He doesn't put his body on the line for this. I don't know if Henderson's getting in the end zone here. Look at Drake May all the way, the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the contact for the block to spring rookie Travion Henderson for the touchdown. Now, I get they lost to the Buffalo Bills. This is a young team. It's going to happen. You're going to blow leads like that. They have a few things they have to reel in. But the bright spots of this team are very clear. Drake May, Travion Henderson, and the defense are absolutely ridiculous. So shout out Travion Henderson with our play of the week. Now, heading on over to our player of the week, we are going to go with old man Philip Rivers for our player of the week. The man has 10 kids. One grandkid, 66% completion against one of the best defenses in the league. My Seattle Seahawks. When it came down to the end of the game, I was like, we're losing this. We're about to lose this to grandfather time, who threw a touchdown, who completed 66% of his passes in front of his grandkid and his 10 children. It takes absolute balls to go out there and do what this man Philip Rivers did. And when I say against one of the best defenses in the league, I mean one of the best defenses in the league. Brother rolled off the couch, all 260 plus pounds, and said, I'm going out here and I'm throwing a touchdown. We're putting the Hall of Fame to the side. He does get a little fun story. He does get his NFL insurance back. That's a long story for another time. But our player of the week, old man Rivers, and he absolutely deserves it. And I'm not even going to listen if y'all have any other players of the week, because none of y'all's quarterbacks are going out here and doing this at 44 years old. Second grandfather in NFL history to throw a touchdown pass, I believe, next to Brett Favre. Correct me if I'm wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, into our NFL Week 16 power rankings. We start at number 10 with the Buffalo Bills. I'm not going to lie, the defense is still suspect. Sometimes they're going to tee up and they're going to help you with a 21-point comeback. I don't know how they do it. I don't know what they go out there and do in halftime, but they looked absolutely terrible in the first half. They come out in the second half and they are playing lockdown defense led behind a great Matt Milano, one of the best linebackers in the game right now. I just want to throw that out there. But this team would be absolutely nothing with the suspect defense, the bottom of the barrel wide receiver core, without Josh Allen and James Cook. And we'll give a little shout out to the O-line. Josh Allen might be the best quarterback in the NFL currently, just on one of what would probably be, if you didn't have him back there, one of the worst teams in the league. James Cook goes out there, and this is what I think their problem has been the last few weeks while they've been in and out of our top 10. They haven't been consistently using James Cook. I don't know if it's just James Cook is getting stuffed some games or if they're just not giving it to him enough. But one thing is for sure, Josh Allen got to get out there. He has to start running the ball, making the passes, open up the play for James Cook, and I think the Buffalo Bills can go out here and beat anybody. We'll see if they'll survive our rank 10 curse, if they're going to move up in the power rankings this week, or if they're going to drop back down out of the top 10. At number 9, Jordan Love's Green Bay Packers got absolute belt to you-know-what from the number, I won't tell you what rank they are this week, from the Denver Broncos. And I feel like it's the same story every year with the Green Bay Packers. They don't know how to play a complete football game. Josh Jacobs, I believe, was on a snap count. I think he rushed the ball 12 times. You're not going to win a football game as the Green Bay Packers with your best running back only touching the ball 12 times. I'm just going to keep it real with you. One, because you for some reason can't get Luke Musgrave going after Tucker Kraft went down. Your wide receiver core is so suspect, and you just lost Christian Watson. Probably, again, same story, different year. You know what it is. Ranked number 9, Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love just couldn't keep up with Bosif Dwayne Nix. The third, and this is the same story we talk about every year. The Green Bay Packers, they're going to go out one week. They're going to impress. They're going to go out the next week. They're not going to play 4 quarters of football, and they're going to fall apart at the end of the game. That's just my thoughts on the Green Bay Packers at number 9. At number 8, Bear Down Nation, Caleb Williams. And I just want to point at y'all. I told y'all Caleb Williams was going to be a great quarterback in this league, and getting Ben Johnson did nothing but propel him into greatness. The wide receiver core starting to get going. Oh, you're telling me the week I benched DJ Moore after 15 weeks of freaking football, oh, he's going to have a legacy game. He's going to go out there and he's going to absolutely hoop. It just took 15 weeks and me benching DJ Moore for him to finally do something. You bum, I'm trading you next season. The Chicago Bears are the real deal. I get they were playing the Cleveland Browns, but when I tell you this defense goes out there, takes the ball away, this offense goes out there and makes plays, you love to see it happen. Do we keep them at number 8? Yes, we do. They were playing the Cleveland Browns, and as good as the Cleveland Browns defense is, 3rd ranked in the NFL, I want to believe, top 5 at least, the offense is not that great, and I don't even want to put that on Shedeur. I really just feel like it's the coaching. But Caleb Williams go out there, and he makes some absolute insane, impressive plays, and they go out there, they get the job done. Massive game against our number 9 ranked Green Bay Packers this week. So that's going to be an absolute banger. I'm assuming winner of that goes on to win the division. Loser of that is in trouble. Luckily, the Detroit Lions keep losing games. Round of applause for that. Detroit back to being Detroit. They have one good season. Their fans were all excited, all happy. The Detroit Lions are still bums. So lock me in on that. How about that? Chicago Bears at number 8. At number 7, we have, if I can click the button, the San Francisco 49ers. I'm not gonna lie, our next 3 teams really didn't move anywhere this week. They really didn't play anyone good. I do want to shout out the 49ers defense who have been staying consistent, still a top 15 defense, give or take, with how many injuries they've had. And when I say injuries, I mean injuries to the pass rush, injuries to the secondary, injuries to one of the best linebackers in the league. This team has been through a lot on the defensive and the offensive side of the ball. They've been through 3 different, maybe 4 different quarterbacks this year. Brock Purdy out here, he's back. The connection with him and George Kittle is absolutely insane. They're getting Jawan Jennings going. There's getting a little bit of consistency happening on this offense. Oh, and I didn't mention the whole offense. Christian McCaffrey is the best running back in the NFL, bar none, hands down. I will take no other answer. Jahmyr Gibbs, mauled this week. What's his name? Bijan Robinson, not consistent. Jonathan Taylor, mauled this week. Christian McCaffrey is the constant on this team. He gets it done through the air. He gets it done on the ground. He is the best running back in the game. Hopefully, he can stay healthy. And if he stays healthy going into playoffs, I would hate to play the wild card San Francisco 49ers and Christian McCaffrey. If Brock Purdy can go out there and just be the beep, beep, bus driver quarterback that he is, this team is going to be okay, and it's going to be a scary team in the playoffs. At number 6, the Jacksonville Jaguars, led by the man, the myth, the legend, Sunshine Trevor Lawrence. And when I tell you, everyone that wrote off Travis Etienne, that's what he's doing to you right now. He's absolutely laughing in your face because he's out here putting B2A to some of y'all's favorite teams after y'all said he wasn't going to be the starting back this year. This team is very complete. The pass rush is one of the best in the league. The secondary is doing good because the pass rush is insane. You got a great run game. You have a great quarterback out here making plays. The offense, since they added Jacoby Myers, which I've said week in and week out, one of the best additions for any team in not free agency, by the trade deadline this year. It is showing, and they are going toe-to-toe with some of the best teams in this league, and I think they can go out there and win some playoff games. I think they can go out there. I think they can beat the Houston Texans. I'm going to keep it real with you and keep the top of this division alive. Jacksonville Jaguars at number 6. At number 5, the New England Patriots getting dismantled from our number 1 spot. Blowing a 21-point lead is a hard thing to do in the NFL, and I really think that all comes down to coaching, because all you got to do, bleed the clock, run the ball, don't turn the ball over, go out there and just make a few plays, and it's really hard to blow a 21-point lead. It comes down to the coaching. It comes down to, this is a very young team, and this was a division game against a man who's been in MVP runnings, not one, what, two, what, three, what, year after year after year after year. Actually did win an MVP last year. One of the most dual threat, insane quarterbacks in the league. And if you let him get going, if you let James Cook get going, you know the story. Ask the Baltimore Ravens. Anything is possible against the Buffalo Bills. Again, division games have been absolutely crazy this year. The Patriots are going to be okay. I still think they have one of the best offenses in the league. I still think they have one of the top defenses in the league. New England Patriots fall from grace from number 1 to number 5. At number 4, this team was in our top 10 at the beginning of the year, fell out, made it back in, was number 9, all the way to number 4, because one thing that is scary about this team, not only the defense, they just went out there and throttled the Cardinals, and everyone's going to be like, oh, it's the Cardinals, oh, it's Jacoby Brissett, everyone's throttling the Cardinals. Everyone is throttling the Cardinals because they're a bad team. You know what is scary about it, though? That the Texans are doing it in December. With an easy remaining schedule, they have the Raiders this week. If this offense builds consistency over the next few weeks and gets hot going in the playoffs, things are going to be scary. I'm going to be terrified because of a bet that I have, and it's looking absolutely sickening right now. I need the Texans to get popped in the dang playoffs. Someone, please. If CJ Stroud builds this consistency, oh, and by the way, I can't even remember his name. I have to look at my notes over here. Where is it? Jahar Jordan. Who is that? No clue. Rookie, sophomore, vet, don't know. 15 touches, 101 yards. What is one thing you want to get going in the month of December, ladies and gentlemen? Your run game. Jahar Jordan, Woody Marks, could be a ridiculous duo. And with CJ Stroud getting hot, connecting with all his wide receivers, the Houston Texans are a terrifying team going into playoffs, and it makes me absolutely sick to my stomach to say that. At number 3, Seattle Seahawks Nation, stand up and let me get the 12s in the comments. I get it. We went toe-to-toe with 44-year-old, father of 10, grandfather of 1, Phillip Rivers. The Colts are a team with a pretty good defense, one of the best O-lines, and an amazing run game in the NFL. And I said it, you plug Danny Dimes in there, plugging Phillip Rivers in there was going to give you the same look. I feel like the Colts are to the point where you can plug any quarterback in and go out there, and if he makes passes, he completes plays and doesn't turn the ball over, there's still going to be a competent NFL team. There is nothing special about Danny Dimes, folks. I know he was having an amazing year. There is nothing special he does on the field that I think what was special about him coming over to the Colts, it was kind of like what happened with Sam Darnold, kind of what happened with Baker Mayfield. You go to the 49ers, you go to another team with a good coach who knows how to coach quarterbacks. Sir, you go out here, you don't turn this ball over, you look at your reads, you get the ball away when you need to, you make completions when you need to. We will get our run game going, we will get down there and get points, and we will win some football games. And that's what the Seattle Seahawks win against this week, a really good football team. But they won't say that because everyone, the narrative is this year, Seattle has played no one. Well, what I want to tell you is when we give the L.A. Rams, absolute belt this week, which we're going to do, we're going to throttle old man Matthew Stafford. Devontae Adams' hamstring injury hit him in the mouth. Puka Nacua, I tell you every week, you keep hitting him in his mouth, he will bend over and fold like the second hand to JSN that he is. So we're going to go out there, and you best believe it, we're going to smack the LA Rams around. We're going to smack the San Francisco 49ers around, and we're going to win this division, and we're going to be the number 1 seed in the NFC. Bookmark it, save it, screen record it, whatever you need to do, because we are coming for that number 1 spot. At number 2, the Denver Broncos. It's going to sound a lot like the Houston Texans. One, the defense is insane. The D-line, one of the best pass rushing D-lines in the NFL, was looking like one of the best pass rushing D-lines in NFL history. You got the secondary, ridiculous, behind the D-line. The linebacker room is ridiculous. The defense just hoops and gives the offense chance after chance after chance after chance. And that's what they needed again this week against the Green Bay Packers. But what was scary was Bo Nix was starting to put it together. 4 tuds on the day, going out there, sacked 0 times. That's what's not going to get talked about a lot. Sacked 0 times against the Green Bay Packers. Micah Parsons does tear his ACL down the line, unfortunately. Still one of the better pass rushing teams in the league through 3 quarters of the game, right? When you had Micah Parsons and you can't get to Bo Nix, which Bo Nix is really good about getting out of the pocket, but he's not the best running quarterback. Goes out there, extends plays, 4 touchdowns on the Green Bay Packers. I don't know how much longer I can keep hating on this team. The Denver Broncos at number 2. At number 1, the LA Rams. Matthew Stafford is going to get MVP this year, and I don't think there's anyone even close. People were saying Drake May was close. People were saying maybe Bo Nix, maybe Jordan Love. No one is touching what Matthew Stafford is doing on this gridiron right now. And behind the faithful receivers of Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua, oh, and you got great tight ends out there. Your run game is immaculate. The defense is young, and they're out here hooping. That's going to be the one downfall of the Rams, is the defense going to be able to hold up through the month of December into playoffs? And is Matthew Stafford going to continue on his hot streak? I think the only other team you could potentially maybe argue is the Denver Broncos because of the streak they're on right now. But when I tell you, my thing, why the Rams are above the Broncos, they put it together in all 4 quarters, every game, except against the Panthers. They put it together all 4 quarters, and maybe the Broncos, actually, when we beat the Rams this week, we'll jump up in the number 1 spot. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are our Week 16 power rankings. If you think there's someone too high, if you think there's someone too low, if you think there's someone that should be in or should be out, let us know down in the comments. Don't forget, like and follow.